All right, Aries, we're going to do your June reading. Oh, you got stuff already popping. That's great. Using the Miss Cleo deck, and if necessary, I'll use the What's the Gossip deck, my favorite deck. Aries. Well, the Ten of Swords came out, the Ten of Staffs, or the Ten of Wands, the Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, lots of swords, King of Coins is coming out here, Knight of Coins. Four of Coins, Eight of Coins. And I don't pull a certain number of cards, I just pull into, I feel like the story is really coming together. And I feel like it is, and I 100% believe this is related to work. Aries, have you been giving your all to a job for possibly years that's still lowballing you with offers? That's what it's looking like here. And you're not ready to walk away just yet from this place. And it's not recommended in this economy unless you have a job waiting. Page of Cups. They may like, you know, it looks like they like the work that you do, but I definitely feel like perhaps they're not being transparent. They may not be making the money that everyone thinks that they are. Yeah, seeing the Three of Coins came out. Maybe, for instance, they'll announce, we just got a new account. But they lost 2 accounts before that. It feels like that type of thing. And I feel like the company, looking at these cards, is not being transparent about what's going on. I'm not saying the devil. I'm not saying that they're straight up lying. Well, if you consider lying by omission, I don't feel like you're the only person, by the way, who's not getting what they're worth. The Lovers and the Five of Coins. With the Lovers coming out with the Five of Coins, Aries, I'm definitely getting the feeling, what I said, what they're saying is not matching what's happening. I don't want to say two-faced, but the face that they're showing everybody, they're putting on their best face, I'll just say that. But behind the scenes, look, Tower at the bottom. Behind the scenes, they're sweating. They're nervous about what's going on. Yeah, this definitely feels like a work reading. I feel like you've already been through the ringer with this company with that Ten of Swords. You've gone above, beyond, and back again. Right, front, left, every which way but loose. And you're at one point, I feel like maybe at one point you did get what you're worth, but you're not now. And they might try and offer you a promotion to keep you. I feel like you're a great worker, but it's gonna be, yeah, so and so just made district manager, but you're not gonna be making. It feels like you're not gonna be making much more than you are right now. Me versus me for what's the gossip, and you're torn on this. Let me see. I think I saw the. It looks like you're thinking about walking away from this company to get your Wheel of Fortune. And you don't like the offer. And Four of Cups right here. You don't like the offer they're giving anyway. You definitely feel like it's a low ball offer because you've put in the work with these folks. Breaking cycles. Fake flex. And the fake flex is the company, these folks that you're working for. Because like I said, they might announce, oh, we just got this new account after they lost 2 accounts. So it's not balancing out. Closure, I do read reversals. Closure from What's the Gossip came out in reverse. Plastic smiles. And with that closure in reverse, I think if you do walk away, it won't be satisfying in the beginning. You might even hurt. I feel like this is for an Aries who's been at a company for years, unbothered. They're okay with losing people, by the way. Crossroads, if you do decide to walk away. Retirement goals, if hopefully you put into a 401k if they had it. Wake up call. Yeah, you have an inkling of what's really happening. And maybe this has happened in the past, deja vu, and they were able to dig themselves out of it, but not so much in 2026. Red flags. I'm splitting the deck. Hustle mode. You might have to get in that. If this is your only job, maybe find something on the side, a second job. Red flags at the bottom again. Let me shuffle. Lesson learned. Safe space. With that safe space coming out, I feel like update your resume if you haven't already. Money moves, that's what you're going to be doing if this continues. Aries, I definitely feel like regarding this company, and again, I feel like this is an Aries who's been with the company for years, and they're taking a downturn. They're not being very transparent about it. I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. So you should start preparing. To the Aries that I'm speaking to, if you have an inkling of this, start preparing yourself now. Saving, maybe finding a second job to fall back on. Asking around, updating your resume. Asking around to trusted people that you know who might know a company that's hiring, people you know who have great jobs. Hey, I know you work at this place that does really well. Are they hiring? That type of thing. I'd say ain't no shame in that game, Aries, because you might start seeing, I don't feel like so much low-level employees are going to be pushed out. I feel like it's actually going to be higher-ups who for instance, who might work in accounts, who whatever they did or didn't do made the company lose an account, something like that. Or people who work in contracts. I feel like it's going to be higher ups that you're going to see going out the door before lower level employees. I don't, as far as lower level employees, I feel like they're not going to be getting the promotions they want, the pay raises they want. But I feel like some of the high level folks, who might be making, let's say, between, 60,000 to maybe six figures, I think some of them are gonna to cut costs. I think some of them are gonna be pushed out the door, and they might do what companies do sometimes: hire someone in those upper management positions at a lower rate. So and so just got laid off, was making say 60,000, and they just hired this college grad for that same job at 40,000. I feel like it's gonna be that type of thing. I feel it's definitely gonna be higher. A few upper management folks who are gonna be pushed out, who've been there for years. Because if they're already, I feel like they've already lowballed the lower level employees. Maybe starting them, who knows, right at minimum wage, and so they can afford to keep them, but they can't afford this manager who's been here for 20 years now making six figures. I feel like those are the people who are gonna be shown the door first. So if that's you, and again, I feel like I'm talking to an Aries who's been at a company for years. If that's you, just don't put your eggs all into one basket at this point, Aries. So that's it. I know this was a long one, but that's what I got out of that. So, Aries, just look out for yourself. Turn to people that you trust, not other coworkers with this one. You don't want to be part of any gossip or rumor mill at this time with this going on. People outside, family members, friends who have great jobs, and sometimes that's how you have to do it. Hey, is that your place working? Your place hiring? Or so. All right, Aries, best of luck to you.